omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision.
It's week 1 of the 2026 season, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
From the automotive capital of the world. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have 2 of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about, but these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense, and already one play in, and that linebacker gets home for the sack. Critical now for this offense to identify what you're seeing and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. This is ahead for about 5. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's going deep. That's cut at the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Jacobs gets it to start the drive, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
On second and 10, Burrow again. Complete. It's Ingram. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second try. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. They've got first down from the 31. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. First throw for the backup now. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Penix on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd and 10 now. They just got it away before they hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Play action now. Burrow forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Penix. He's on the move. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Fourth down, here's Penix. Flush down now to his left. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions hoping to take a lead going into the break. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th and goal, too good to pass up. I love this. They're going for it and the lead. Trying for it with Penix. Buys time, rolling right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing it just before halftime. Moore's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That brings us to we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They took their shot on 4th and goal. Came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. First and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Throwing on first is Herbert. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Herbert on first down. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. The back's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He'll now to return it. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's incomplete left side.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's into the hands of Moore. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. First down, ball at the 36. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule, it takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 41. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Herbert. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Rolling out to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the third. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Herbert to throw once more. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. He's at midfield. 30. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, the good news is it's not going to count as a pick on the stat sheet, but 2 points left on the table thanks to that INT.
It sure looked there for a second, didn't it, Kate? Like the points may have been going on the other side of the board.
Sure did.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those moments that we don't see a lot, right? Interception, run back on a 2-point play. It just shows you the wherewithal of this team, the coaching, and then the players' IQ, the acumen to go out there and execute with all they have after that interception.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. This our last play of the quarter. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Lions ball as they try to keep... All right, here we go. Second down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw complete to Williams. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. That 100-yard mark is as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Benson on 1st and 10. And they bring him down around the 34.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A give to Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10, Herbert. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's another Lions.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Herbert from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he lost the football. And the fumble bounces out, so they lost the ball. They lost yards, and now they lose possession with a turnover on downs. And he himself, he stopped. Got a turnover on downs.
On 1, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Lions are being led back out on offense by... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right?
Still first down.
That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now Herbert to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions leading by 5. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He'll look to throw it. The back grabs it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Packers and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Finds a seam down the middle. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And no luck. The Lions there to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
Pass complete to Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the puck. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.